know, on my platform, I respect all kings. I am Taiwola Emi, welcome, ma'am. You know, I am a proper Yoruba girl. I'm from a very good home in Lagos Island, and I am from a royal family. So please, anybody commenting on this particular king, please be mindful of what you comment on it. Thank you all. So I came across the king, a story about him. I think about 2 weeks ago or so, or last week, I saw cutie_Joe's cuties on Instagram. Welcome, good evening. Oh my God, how are you, ma'am? So I saw the story of this king that Edeno is in Ogun State. Okay, thank you so much. He's in Ogun State. So there is this story going around since last week that Oba Edeno, has a side chick. It's not about having a side chick. He's a king. So when I read it, I was like, so, a king having a side chick. And it's not about him having the side chick that's the matter now. Is that this side chick, the cutie just said, let me read it out. Remember when Glamour told you that King of Edena has given his first wife beating of her life because of side chick? That is where we are going. So this is a king, a prominent Yoruba king. I know there was a king in, I think, Ekiti or Akure, somewhere. Please, if you remember that king that beat his wife up, he was dethroned because of that. Do you understand? Shegun Adigwan, how are you, sir? Yeah. He was dethroned because he beat his wife up. It is something to your body to bodo maso. We can Oba no Yahweh. Now, allegedly, this is, I am not believing what this the cutie has written, but I'm reading it out. So allegedly, they said Glamour told you that King of Edeno has given his wife, his first wife, beating of her life because of side chick. Wọ́n ní kábíyèsí wa kádépẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Wọ́n ní wọ́n na ìyàwó wọn. Wọ́n ní wọ́n na ìyàwó wọn. Wọ́n ní wọ́n fọ́ orí ìyàwó wọn. Wọ́n ní wọ́n gbá etí ìyàwó wọn. Allegedly ni o. You understand? Wọ́n náà ti fẹ́ lu ìyàwó wọn pa nítorí ọmọge kan tó le tó dúró lẹ̀. Ṣé you understand? We know that it's not easy for most of these kings that are on social media. I remember this one they call King that was reading about 2 months ago that they are calling him one. You remember that king that they were playing with him? They were calling him one pet name. So if a king comes on social media, you understand? So I don't know if this king met this lady through social media, but I'm just saying that the society we are now is full of babes. Even so it's not easy. When you see big one, you may so for a king, but when a king is always out there, cap baby, they call him cap baby. God bless you. Let me laugh a little bit. Where is my laughter? Cap baby, they call him cap baby. You can imagine a whole king come up with any cap baby. So they call that one cap baby. The cap BSC is always on social media sitting down. That's man, she come and fish here. Cap baby. So anyways, this particular Edeno king, KBSC, like I said, let me continue reading and I will submit what I feel, sir, as your child. Ọmọ yín ni mí. Torí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onídìí bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí tó fẹ́ báyé ẹ̀yin bàbá wa jẹ́, ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí wa tá fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ tá fi ń dárúkọ yín, kábíyèsí ọba Lukman Edeno. Ẹ̀yin la wá pè léni o. Mi ò pe orúkọ yín síkú, mi ò pe orúkọ yín sárùn o. Mo wá pe orúkọ yín wípé kẹjọ́. Guilty Jews is begging and has called on all Nigerians to please speak to Oba Edeno that he has locked his wife is Olori, this Olori, so you want to he has locked her up because of Sidechick, because he feels that his wife is Olori. He's going on the internet to speak to bloggers. Wípé òun ló lọ ń gbé àwọn fún bloggers. Wípé àwọn fẹ́ baby yẹn. So because of that, wọ́n ti fẹ́ lu allegedly bí màá yìí ṣe ẹbí ẹni Kitty Juice yìí ṣe sọ. Ó ní ọba ti fẹ́ lu ìyàwó wọn pa. Ó ní wọ́n ti fọ́ wọn ní ojú kan báyìí. Wọ́n náà ti fẹ́ lù wọ́n ṣèṣe. Wọ́n náà ti wọ́n nítorí kí ni? How dare you go and be talking about me to bloggers because mo fẹ́ ìyàwó kejì. Wọ́n jẹ́ kí n kà tán. Alege. Falilat. Okay. They said, sorry. Hold on, darlings. Cutie Jill said, remember when Glamour told you that King of Edeno has given his first wife beating of her life because of Sidechick? Now, I heard the king has locked up his wife at the police station since yesterday. He claims the wife told Cutie Jills about the beating because according to this blogger, he has been beating his wife. Boya ìyàwó ká wọn ni o, boya ó ṣe o, or you understand? But because you have been beating your wife, allegedly, as said by this blogger, your wife, I don't know if she did o. You know we women, anyone who can be jet, boya lọ pa àwọn bloggers pé ọkọ mi bàbá wa Edeno nítorí ọmọ burúkú yìí o, ó ti fẹ́ lù mí pa o. So I don't know, but because of that now, the king now has locked his wife up in police station. Oba Edeno, kábíyèsí wa kádípẹ́ lórí kí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀. Ọmọdé lẹ fi joyè, ẹ fèrègì, ẹ fi jobi lórí oyè. Èmi wá bẹ̀ yín ni gẹ́gẹ́ bí obìnrin. Àwọn obìnrin aláṣejù ni wá dádì. A máa ń ṣàṣejù. You are a king. Ọba máa ń ba lórí ohun gbogbo ni. Èèyàn ni dádì wa Ọọ̀ni kábíyèsí o, kádípẹ́ lórí sà. Ilẹ̀kùn mẹ́fà lọ́kàn níjọ́ kan. Ìkeje, ìkẹjọ, ìkẹsàn, ìkẹwàá, 100 wà nínú apálàsì tó dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ayaba. Kò sóbìnrin tó lè mú wọn. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ọba máa ń fi obìnrin, wọ́n máa fi ṣe iyì ni. Nǹkan yìí ni fóbìnrin. But this particular king, I start wondering, why beating your wife? I am not judging you, sir, ẹjọ́, because according to what they said, kí ó tó di pé ìyàwó yín gbé ẹjọ́ yín lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn bloggers. She went to the bloggers because she didn't enjoy her marriage again. Peradventure, you have been doing me and my wife, me and my husband, and she felt there is a woman coming to take over from her. But ká má parọ́, kí a má jalè. So the blogger is now saying, dear His Royal Majesty, Oba of Edena, please, your wife did not come to me with this gist. This is my honest truth. Please leave the poor woman alone. As we speak, according to this juicy, the king has locked his wife up. After beating his wife, according to him or her that has written this, or to lock her up. And this blogger is only begging the king now. And I am using my little voice to beg you, sir. Joe, I don't know if the queen has children for you, sir. To help me bímọ fún yín, kẹ́ wò tàwọn ọmọ yín. Please, sir, forgive her. Wọ́n ọmọdé ò kì í jẹ̀kọ, kò lè mẹ́kọ́ jẹ, kó má rà lọ́wọ́. Oba Edeno, ìyàwó yín ṣẹ̀yìn, àgbà bẹ́ẹ̀, ó lọ ń wòjọ́ yín fún bloggers. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, sir, by you locking her up, has shown that, you know, I don't want to say certain things, sir. Because of a side chick, because she's not yet your wife. So many men, I always preach it. They tend to forget where they are coming from. So many of our men, when they are blessed, they tend to forget what we have gone through with ourselves. But sir, because ẹ̀yin jẹ́ ọba, See if this lady can tell the whole world that you were beating her. Ha ha. And that was why she went to the bloggers. And the bloggers even saying, Kemi Aganga Williams, sister, how are you, sis? This blogger is saying, that it was not your wife that brought the gist. You know, in palaces, there are loads and loads of amebo like me. They are there. They are watching you. Whatsoever you do with your family, they will go and tell outsiders. How do people get to know about Oni's matters from the palace? It is because of all the people living in the palace. See, definitely, the gist must have emanated from the palace. It might not be your wife, sir. And then, tí ó bá ṣe pé ẹ kì í nà ìyàwó yín lóòótọ́, kò lè dùn yín. Does it mean pé ẹ nà ìyàwó yín, sir? I am very sure Nigerian police that arrested the woman self because of words and locked a woman up. This is a message to Nigerian police. Please, if it is true that you have Oba Edeno's wife in your custody, this is a domestic matter. Why will she be locked up? For what? Ẹ má fi owó ọlá gbá ẹ má fi owó ọlá ẹ má fi gbá èèyàn lójú. This is the side chick according to them. Fine shot, but the wife too is beautiful. That is the side chick. That is the side chick according to this gist, quitty gist. And this is, you know, when the story broke the other time, this was when they showed her. You understand? They showed her where she and the king were doing loving. That, oh, I don't know. This is, look at them. You know, the king is a king. He's entitled to marry as many wives as he's able to, you know, take care of. And ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, like I said, a máa ń fi ìyàwó a fi ń tolé ni nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Even ẹni tí ò jọba, the one that is not even a king, so many of them, wọ́n ní ìyàwó méjì mẹ́ta mẹ́rin. Kábíyèsí, tó bá yẹ pé ẹ nà ìyàwó yín, you have exposed yourself to the public, sir. Because by you locking her up, ó tún máa open eyes. Ẹ má gbàgbé o, a king was dethroned because ó nà ìyàwó ẹ̀. Kí lẹ̀kọ́ tẹ̀ ń kọ́ àwọn aráàlú tẹ́ bá nà ìyàwó yín? If you're a wife beater, as a king, as a paramount ruler, ẹ̀kọ́ wo lẹ̀ ń kọ́ àwọn èèyàn mo bẹ̀ yín ni? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kábíyèsí, kí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó tó di bóòlù yàá mi. Oba Edeno, àwa ń pè yín lórí platform wa, ẹ rí pé ààbò yín àgbàfọ́lọ́run ni, torí pé ọkùnrin ni yín. Most women go through a lot. And that brings me to women matter. A lot of women, I've said it, physical abuse, domestic, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, any form of abuse shouldn't be encouraged by any woman. Once you know that you are going through any form of abuse, please speak out. If it is true that this woman cried out because ẹ fìyà jẹ, ẹ tún wá wúsì, ẹ tún lọ lock ẹ up. Kábíyèsí, kò dá sá o, wọ́n ń bú orí adé o, wọ́n ń fọ̀rọ̀ burúkú sórí adé o, ṣùgbọ́n kábíyèsí wa, Oba Edeno, à ń pè yín, please release your wife. This is a domestic affair. This is a domestic problem. Why will the Nigerian police nítorí pé ọ̀kan ní agbára? Because of the king is so powerful, he can lock anybody up. And the fact that ẹ ti ìyàwó yín mọ́lé nítorí girlfriend, ṣé yẹn náà pọ̀ tó kábíyèsí? Kayamata wo ló ń gbé jẹ fún, ẹ má bínú sá o kábíyèsí. Kò dáa, tí ò dáa ò dáa. Sorry to say, but the king of nowadays are just like any of, they mostly give power and have no loyalty in them. Èmi ò tí ẹ mọ̀ Wunmi Ava, because If how are you, sis? It's been a long time. If it is true, ẹ̀yin ọba aládé, ọba tó yẹ pé ẹ máa command ìyàwó yín ni. Mama, àti dórí oyè tán, ọba oníyàwó kan, mo fẹ́ níyàwó kejì. Ẹ máa sọ ni, kò ṣe pé mama lọ ṣe Sidechick. Orí adé gan tẹkọ̀ ń fi tẹkọ̀ ń gbé tẹ̀gbé délé ẹ̀yin ní kọ́kọ́ gbogbo àwọn ọba lọ́ba wa ni mò ń sọ o. When you use your orí adé, tó jẹ́ pé orí adé orí oyè, one done game. Hello, Àjọkẹ́ ọmọ Sunny, how are you, bro? Are you okay? Kábíyèsí, ẹ̀yin odidi ọba aládé, ẹ máa gorí gbogbo obìnrin, gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba wa, mo bẹ̀ yín ni, need gbogbo eléyìí. Because of girlfriend, ẹ wá tìyàwó ilé yín mọ́lé. Tí àwọn aráàlú bá wá gbé ẹjọ́ wá bá yín, if you know, you want to have the other Sidechick number, but that Sidechick babe, na babe, maybe no lie. The babe fine, sha, no be lie. No, I no lie. The babe fine. If na a joke, make we no stop her. Nah, the babe fine. Look at her now. See the babe. See the babe. See the babe. Do you like her? Kábíyèsí. Ele gan, tẹ́ bá gbé sílé tó wọ́n tẹ́ bá lówó lọ́wọ́. Á lò mọ́ yín lára Kábíyèsí. Yóò bá sówó lọ́wọ́ yín. Á lò lè mọ́ Kábíyèsí. Iṣẹ́ lẹ máa ṣe o. Anyways, ẹ̀yin Sidechick náà, ẹ̀yin náà, please. You know, I know everybody wants to be in the man's house. Please, ẹ máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. Ẹ máa ṣe jẹ́jẹ́. You're coming into a polygamy because the Kábíyèsí is a polygamist now. And if he is truly ready to marry you, no woman has any right to stop the king. Mo ti sọ there dáadáa. Tí àwọn yín bá wá ń ṣe bó ṣe ń ṣe, ẹ wá mú ìyàwó ilé yín, ẹ nà bí bẹ̀m̀bẹ́ ànábì, ẹ fẹ́ ẹ lù ú ṣèṣe. Ẹ ti gbàgbé páládé ni yín. Kábíyèsí, tó bá wá ní kẹ́ bọ́ ilẹ̀kẹ̀ ọrùn, kẹ́ bọ́ adé orí nítorí pé ẹ nà ìyàwó yín, ẹni wọ́n pariwo orúkọ yín síta. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba ládéládé, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ bá bẹ ọba wa Onidena, wọ́n náà lu ìyàwó wọn. It's not permitted. Domestic abuse ni. Adeyinka Tolani, how are you, sir, Oma? Domestic abuse ni. And we are against domestic abuse. Whichever way you are physically abusing your wife, it is not acceptable. And for the fact that you are a king, the ruler of Edeno land, it is not permissible. It is totally wrong. It's condemnable. I mean, no to domestic violence, no to domestic abuse of any sort to any woman. Jọ̀ọ́, women are not slaves. Women are not slaves. Adeyinka Tolani, you want to see the Sidechick? But the babe fine. You know, maybe no lie. The babe fine. See, now see her. Fine girl. She's a fine girl. And the wife too is a beautiful woman. Kábíyèsí, bá wọ́n tí ìgbà tẹ́ pàdé ìyàwó yín when she was young. I know you didn't meet her that way, the way she is now. And she's not even looking bad. She's still beautiful. Ìyàwó yín rèé, ẹ jẹ́ kí n fi hàn àwọn èèyàn. Sidechick tẹ́ ṣe pàdé. Sidechick tẹ́ ṣe pàdé sà. Kò sí bẹ́ ṣe lè ṣe. Ẹ lè fi Sidechick wé. Ilé ti bímọ. A ti ṣàbíamọ. Ó ti ṣàbíamọ fún yín Kábíyèsí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Always think about it, men. We have gone through childbearing. We have stayed with you for a very long time. Lots of things have changed in our bodies. And you're comparing us to the younger ones that you are meeting now. And so, you're neglecting your wives at home. You now look at them as if they mean nothing to you again. Please. Emotionally, so many women are down. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, odidi ọba aládé, tẹ́ ìbá lè ṣe irú ẹ̀. How much more? Àwọn tẹ́ wá ń kójọ, ọ̀rọ̀ wo lẹ fẹ́ sọ? Okay, Kábíyèsí, tí àwọn aráàlú bá gbé ẹjọ́ yẹn wá bá yín wípé Kábíyèsí o, ọkọ mi náà nítorí ó fẹ́ fẹ́ ìyàwó kejì. Kí lẹ fẹ́ sọ? Ẹ ní lẹ́nu ọ̀rọ̀ mọ́, torí ẹ̀yin gan náà ìyàwó lé yín. Allegedly ni o, tó wájú òótọ́ ni tó sọ. But please, sir, I want you to look into this case. Nigerian police, you have no right to lock up a woman because of domestic issue. Why did you lock her up? I don't know how far, but QT Julius on Instagram says we should all beg you. He even gave us your number that we should call the king and beg the king to please tell the police to release his wife. It's bad enough that you have beaten her to some points. Now locking her up, ẹ fi ọwọ́ agbára ẹ fi gbá lójú. Irú ẹ̀ máa ti bímọ fún yín sà kábíyèsí tí ó bá dẹ̀ bímọ fún yín àmọ́. Ṣùgbọ́n agbára yẹn ẹ má yẹ kó gùn yìí to that extent sá. Mo bẹ̀ yín ní kábíyèsí wa Ọba Edeno. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá mọ Ọba Edeno, ẹ bá wa pè wọ́n. Nọ́mbà wọn wà lórí QT Gist. I cannot release number here because I am not in charge of this case. I just got to see, I saw it. Moreover, it's against, my own policy, sharing people's data, So please, torí Ọlọ́run ọba kábíyèsí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, anybody, you can all go to QT_Jones on Instagram. You will see his page. He has a page on social media, on Facebook. I think his page is called page one, That's when you page here. But his page is Oba Edeno. Oba Onidena of Edeno land in Ogun State. Kábíyèsí Oba Onidena of Edeno land. You understand? The side chick, we don't know her, but she's a beautiful side chick. So, Ejo, kábíyèsí, no woman has right to tell you. Èmi ò mọ number side chick yo, ẹ lọ bájú sí o, ó lè mọ number side chick, tó lè lẹ́yìn náà, ẹ lọ fẹ́ lọ dó ìyàwó ọba, ẹ tó bá ti gùn lé lórí, àánú yín ṣe mí. I'm sorry for you. I am sorry for you. So, Ejo, kábíyèsí wa, Oba Onidena of Edeno land. A bẹ̀ yín ní ẹ̀yin lálágbára, gbogbo ẹ̀yin alágbára ayé. Ejo, ẹ take it easy. Ẹ rántí pé àwọn kan ti wà ńbẹ̀ before you. Ṣùgbọ́n wọ́n ní èèyàn tó ṣubú níwájú á jẹ́ akọ ara ẹ̀yìn tó ń bọ̀. Ẹ rántí ọba tó dethrone nítorí pé ó na ìyàwó ẹ̀. Tí ayé bá bá yín gbèjù báyìí lọ kábíyèsí, gbogbo ayé máa pariwo yín síta, and your wife will not be able to lie. Tẹ́ bá ti ń na obìnrin, ọba ni yín, nígbà irú ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kábíyèsí wa, mo mọ̀ pé yóò tiẹ̀ lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ fine, you are a very fine handsome king. Ẹ̀yin calf babes, àbí náà máa ń pè yín. Ẹ pọ̀ lórí social media. So many of our kings, ẹ̀yin gan lẹ máa ń jẹ́ kó fẹnu àtẹ́lù yìí. Do you understand? Ẹ jẹ́ bá mi power tap. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, you are not power tapping at all. Ẹ bá mi power tap. Ẹ ju gift. If not, they will think we are inactive and they will take it down. Don't forget, I sell glasses. Please contact me for all your beautiful glasses. The number to call is +44 74 81 3126. +44 81 3126. Call me for all your glasses. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ọba. Kábíyèsí wa Ọba Edeno. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba ládéládé. Ẹ̀yin náà lè máa ń jẹ́ kí wọ́n máa fẹnu àtẹ̀bù yìí. Kábíyèsí wa, ẹ̀yin ni kókó o. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba ládéládé Nàìjíríà, Yorùbá land ni mo ti ẹ̀ bá wí sí. You understand? It is bad. Ẹ̀yin ọba wa la máa rí tẹ̀ ná. Okay, ẹ rántí ọba kan náà ní ọ̀nà Ọ̀tà tó ná èèyàn bí ẹni tó jẹ́ pé ó ju Ọlọ́run lọ. Ẹ̀yin kábíyèsí wa, kí ló dé tẹ̀ ń wo àwọn ìwà bí ìwà àwọn ọmọ onímọ́tò? Kábíyèsí ẹ̀yin kọ́ o. Àwọn ọba mi yẹn ni mò ń sọ o. Ṣóyè yín kábíyèsí. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, gbogbo àwọn ìwà yóò da. Èyí lè máa ń jẹ́ kó bú àwọn ọba. Go and check the Oba of Benin. Ẹ lọ wo àwọn ọba ìlú yẹn. Ẹ lè rí gbogbo àwọn ìwà pálapàla yìí kó máa gbọ́rọ̀ wọn síta all the time. No, it's not Oba of Ife o. No. Eléyìí kábíyèsí Ìdènà of Edeno land. Ọba Edeno ni o, kò ń ṣe kábíyèsí Ọ̀ọ̀ni o. Ọ̀ọ̀ni ò nà ìyàwó rí o, mi ò gbọ́kàn nínà ìyàwó rí o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ o. Wọ́n kàn kọlẹ̀kùn 6 7 8 9 ni o. Ọ̀ọ̀ni ò nà ìyàwó o. Ọ̀ọ̀ni kọ́ mo sọ o. Ọba yìí náà sọ o. This particular king náà ní ọ̀nà ìyàwó wọn o. Wọ́n dẹ̀ lock ìyàwó wọn up. Wọ́n dẹ̀ bẹ̀ wọ́n wípé kó jọ̀ọ́ pé kí gbogbo wa bẹ kábíyèsí kó fi ìyàwó wọn sílẹ̀. Àwọn ọba wa náà lè máa rí tán máa ráàpù igbó. Àwọn ọba wa lè máa rí tán máa ráàpù igbó. Kábíyèsí, ẹ má bínú o. Àwọn ọba wa lè máa rí tán máa jà. Àwọn ọba wa lè máa rí tán máa lọ pàtí kiri. Náà máa fọwọ́ gbá wọn níwájú, gbá wọn lẹ́yìn. Ẹ ti bastardize nǹkan tó ń pè ní ọba. Nígbà táwa wà ní kékeré, our house ní Aṣọ̀gbọ́n street yẹn sí palace of Oyekan bíi 2 minutes walk ni. 2 minutes walk. A máa ń respect ọba. Wọ́n ń wọ́ ọba nílẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí, ọba ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ti di gbàǹtú ẹ̀yọ̀. Nígbà tó jẹ́ pé àwọn politicians náà ni agbọ́kànlé fún ọba. They don't, kò sí pé Ifá yan ọba mọ́. Ó dà pé Ifá ò yan ọba mọ́. So bóyá torí ẹ̀ ni torí tí Ifá bá yan ọba, gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ virtues tó jẹ kó wà lára ọba kò sí mọ́. Gbogbo ìwà ọmọlúàbí, before you can say this person ẹ fẹ́ fi jọ olórí ìlú, ẹ fẹ́ jọ ọba ìlú yín, á jẹ́ n tó níwà ìrẹ̀lẹ̀, á jẹ́ n tó ní ìwà tó lè fi tó ṣe é fi hàn pé yes, ó ṣe é fi hàn ìwà ọba. Ṣùgbọ́n gbà tẹ́ pé tó bá ti lówó lọ́wọ́, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, I don't want to talk too much on that. Ó ní agbára. Ẹ wò ó, ẹ pè ní prescription lílé ìwà fún. Ẹ pé ó yẹ èèyàn. It's beautiful. +447481312624. So, Ajoke Omosani, you want that glasses. I'm sure this will be this person calling me Ajoke Omosani. I'm sure it is you want to buy the glasses for the Sidechick. Awu Alata, yes, I'm sure you are the one. So, you are from Benin City. So, hey, and I'm very sure from your own side, your kings are being respected because you people, you honor your king like no man business. You don't joke with your culture. You understand? Tradition and culture. But maybe by you see, Kábíyèsí, you want one of the glasses? Please, can you call me or send me a message on just DM me. Write down my number +447481312624 +4474813124 +447481312624. Please call me. We have different types of glasses. If you check our page, you will see lots and lots of it there. So Waliko that has called me, where are you? And said, okay, I can't find Waliko here. Waliko, where are you? You see now. So my darling, Kábíyèsí, mo pé àbọ̀rọ̀ là ń sọ fọ́mọlúàbí tó bá dénú ẹ̀ adòdìndí, because tó bá bá yín fẹ́ lójú, Kábíyèsí kò funny o. Please, how can I contact you? Send me a message on the messenger on this. After the program, I'll contact you, please. Kábíyèsí tó bá bá yín fẹ́ lójú, ní láìkẹ́ o, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run ọba, ní right láti ti ìyàwó yín mọ́lé, kò dáa, ohun tí ò dáa ni. Kábíyèsí, we condemn it totally. Kẹ́dẹ̀ máa ná obìnrin, ìwà panṣágà ni, ìwà tí ò dáa ni. Kábíyèsí, kò dáa. So now, secondly, let me change for Ifunaya's case. Do we all remember I've been off, so I couldn't treat the Ifunaya's case? Does anybody remember that case? The case of the young lady that, couldn't contact her father for a long time. This is a man that has lived abroad all his life. Like so many of us, like myself and my husband now, we are getting old. And we told the children, we might be relocating. No, my husband has been saying, I want to go back. I'm tired. So once the children are grown, most of our men tend to want to go back home. I'm talking about this Ifunaya's case because of so many marriages that are breaking down. Let me take off this, our king's picture away. I hope I'm able to, okay, let me take the king's picture away and put Ifunaya's picture here. I don't know if I can do it on this one. That's Ifunaya. Do we remember this case? This beautiful girl that saved her father. She saved her father from àwọn aráàlú wọn. Let me see if I have it here. Sorry. Oh, let me just take it off. Yes. Ifunaya's case, I'm sure so many of you have heard about it. So many of you. But I want to bring certain things out of it. That's why I'm talking about it. I will not be going through all the story again. We know already that the man himself, Ifunaya's dad, lived abroad for a very long time, and he decided to go back home to meet his relatives. He has built a mansion, and he felt, I have done my part abroad. I've stayed with the children, ensured that they had good education, and I've decided to go back home. Like I said, so many of us, that's our dream. Do you understand? Only Ilela Abosimioko, every one of us wants to go back home at some point, especially when the children are grown. Now, fathers, our daddies, it is you people that I want to talk to. Ladies, our mothers, you people I want to talk to. Please, get your seats and let's sit down. This particular case of Ifunaya, it was only that God really saved this man. Used his own daughter to save him. No matter what people have been saying, they said because she wanted to renew his kiniko. That is not even the case now. A man packed all his loads and luggages and went back home. That is why you see so many people, they will tell them, don't go and build old house in Nigeria. Hey, they will take it from you. It's a lie. No. And when being made out, there are some terrible families that you don't even want to pray to meet. This is the type of family Ifunaya's dad comes from. According to the story, they said, he moved back home, and after some time, the children couldn't contact him, they couldn't get him. They went back home, and Ifunaya found out that he was just being neglected. All his pension that comes home every month, the man was getting about 7 million as his pension from US, and they were just mismanaging it, not even taking care of him at all. Even if they get the money and they use it on him, you will still say, at least they are chopping out of it, but they are there. So many experiences that people have had when they send money home to family members to build houses for them. And that is why people always say, I've got a very bad experience. I don't want to do anything in Nigeria. Now, Ifunaya's father, like we know, went back and, unfortunately, they were collecting all his money. They were not doing anything until the daughter went back and picked him up. Why am I talking about this? So many of our men, because at the end of the day, we found out that he was begging his wife when he was brought back to the US, that he was apologizing to his wife, that, if he had known, he wouldn't have gone to Nigeria, and he regrets ever leaving her and all the things he did while they were young. So many of our men have always said it. Ojo ale yin. I know so many campaigns going on that, hey, men, just be keeping yourself. These women are selfish. No, women are not selfish. Women are not selfish. Whatever you sow, you reap. Whatever you sow as young man, you will reap when you grow older. The way you treat your wife, the way you treat your children, you will reap it. It's the old age that you will now know that what I have done when I was younger. Because this man was fortunate. So many people might not be fortunate to have the second chance. So many of you men, you might not be fortunate to have a second chance with your children and your wives. When you decide to go back to Nigeria or to any African country that you have come from, please get your wives along with you. So many of you are building houses, you are keeping it away from your wives, and you are showing only your relatives. You are keeping it away from your children. Because you have just said, all these abroad people, thank you, gifters. Abe, thank you so much, ma. You are saying, hey, because this is my wife, hey, I want to build myself. Because of what you are hearing from Olu, Oriyomi, Hamzat, and others. I know we have so many stories. Tomagbewa, that people think women are wicked. But not all women. Whichever way you have treated your children when you are young is the way you'll be treated when you get old. We have seen people on this platform that they said, when you come to the US, that the majority of men in their homes, in care homes now, are Nigerian men that are old and they have nowhere to go. Those ones that have wasted their lives when they had the money, when they were, when they were younger, when they had the opportunity to show their wives love, show the children love, they were, gallivanting and enjoying themselves. You've forgotten that one day you have no power to walk again. You will need your women. When you decide to go back to Africa, please have a plan with your wife. Look, women, we are smart. When we sit down and say, darling, it's not yet time, we know what we are talking about. But when you have decided to go, please do not go alone. Never. Men, never. God just gave this man the opportunity to see another, life. Peradventure, it was good a bit to the children. He might have his issues with the wife. Some of you, most men, especially you Nigerian men, you will abuse your wife. I was watching one of, I don't want to talk about that now. Anyway, I was watching one of the person we spoke about yesterday. Yeah, let me stop. I was watching one of Emanuela's video. Let me show you the video. I was watching it. I don't know. I just went to that page today. I don't know why I went to her page. And I was watching. Wait. I'll show you the video now. Look at this video. I'll show you one by one. TikTokers, I'll show you. Look at this video. This is for TikTokers first. This was March this year. March this year. I want you to watch this. March this year. When Alhaji Wasiu was having his birthday. March. So this was March. I will explain why I'm playing this video. This was March. Look. March this year. March this year. March. This was March this year. Alhaji Wasiu Ayinde and Emanuela. I will tell you why I'm talking about it now. March this year. He had his birthday in his hometown. His resident. Where is that place? Is it free? Okay, I'll check. Hey, in Ijebu. This was in Ijebu. Just this March. March. And they are far. They were praying for the two of them. Emanuela stood as the wife. Oju Shagbola. Emanuela was the only wife there. You understand? This was just March here. After the burial and all that. Yes. I just want to let you know one thing that happened there. This was March. I want to talk to you about emotional abuse. How it works. Emotional abuse, you are there. You cannot even recognize it. Some of us do not recognize it. This was March this year. And according to our source, Emanuela has moved out of that house for how many years now? She has not been living there again. According to our source, the marriage has been off for a long time. But she has been keeping it from the general public. What kind of love is this? Just this March, she was there acting as a wife. Meanwhile, Yangela Bele. Meanwhile, Koishe Yawomo. What did you want? Party. As at that time. That is emotional abuse. There is nothing you can tell me about this. In this video, if you watch it very well, go to her page. She was standing behind Alaji when the Afa was praying, and all others Afa, they were praying together. She was standing like BNT. She was. You will see the fear in her. That is what they will do to you when you are emotionally abused. Yes, you might not recognize it. I'm telling you, watch out. When you have no say in a relationship that when you started, the man made you feel like you are everything. You have always been, in charge of the relationship for a very long time. The man portrays you as everything, and all of a sudden, you have no say again in that relationship. She was standing behind, and when, yes, go on. Can I ask you a question? Go on. She was standing. She was just doing like this, praying. Amen, amen. Her adventure, she came that day from Lagos just to showcase so that people will still think they are together. Now, she was like this. And then next thing, Alaji asked her to come. Come to the front. Rachel Akonde, how are you? There is nothing as traumatizing as emotional torture. Sincerely says. He now asked her, come to the front. You could see her fidgeting. You could see the fear in her. And she moved to the... We didn't see that as at that time. We didn't know anything was going on. We thought it was just normal. And I even talked about it that day. I said, so even after all this year Titi did, and all this year everybody did that day, she still came as the wife on that birthday. But you could see, when we now look back, I went to watch it today, and I was almost in tears. Because I can imagine a state of mind that's at that time. Victim of emotional torture will never speak out. It is just so unfortunate. Yes, Rachel, they don't speak out. Because some of them cannot even recognize when it is when it's emotional abuse. Most women believe that the only way you can be abused is only when a man beats you up. No. When you have no say in a relationship, when you see your man and your heart jumps up, know that there is problem. Wahala ti wa. He called her to the front, and that was when she came to the front and was like this praying. And they said, okay, you should pray for yourself. The Alaji touched her like this, and she smiled. She too touched Alaji. Alaji smiled. I'm 100% sure. After that, immediately after that, I know that is what most women go through. Because you don't want people to know what you are going through. You are keeping quiet. You are there crying day and night. The society has not helped at all. Your church has not helped. Your mosque has not helped. We other women, we are not helping. Because no matter what we will say, it is the women that will condemn. It's so unfortunate. Most women are in bondage. People will say, men will always say, and what about men? Some men too do go through it, but they don't speak out. Some will even say, okay, this Ifunaya's father, maybe he was going through domestic abuse too. That was why he decided to move to Nigeria. Because in America, so many women have been accused, of maltreating their men. But believe me, the higher percentage is of. You said you wanted to ask question, Adunio Monile. Please, man, go ahead. So many of us that we cannot speak out. Whatever you are going through in marriage, please, ladies, speak out. There is no perfect marriage. Igbo people would like to stay in the village. And peradventure, somebody said Igbo people would like to stay in the village. Maybe the wife said, no, I'm not going with you. And in practice, no, that left. Some of you even trust your relatives more than the wife you put in the house. Some of you, your wives do not even know anything about your properties that you have. They have no knowledge of anything that you have. Alone know your Mr. Ifunaya's daddy. Abi, what is this man? You can imagine if he's one of those. Emanuela really bowed down for that marriage. Adunio Monile, of course, definitely. Mr. Peter, yes. Mama Banker, how are you, sis? Mr. Peter. If Mr. Peter, has not even shown I think he was a good father. He might not be a good husband. Some men are not good husbands. They are good fathers. You understand? So he might not be a good father, a good husband. He might be a good, you understand? Mama Banker, how are you, sis? Do you get me? He might not be a good husband. He might not be a perfect husband. But he must have been good to the children. When men don't disclose your property, men don't disclose where your properties are. Some men, not all men. Because if this man has not disclosed his property to the children, how would Ifunaya have gone there to save him from there? Kubako Kudanu for nothing. After making all his money, suffering in the US with Otutu, he will now go back. Because nobody will know his whereabouts. It's a lesson for so many of you men that you keep things away from your wives, from your children. Please be open in this relationship. Women, be open. Men, be open. Hello to Mr. Peter. Use his own as a case study for you. As a way forward for you, men. Let your children know where your properties are. Let your wife know. Because when you die, you die. Okay, when you go, all the wahala you have done, do you want to give it to the family to just enjoy? So what's the essence of you? All the work you have done. What's the essence? What is the essence? My phone is almost gone. Like I said, I don't want to speak too long. So many of you, when you are back to your wife today, when you are old, she will not be there for you. This one, user said, wife, let your children know. Why can't your wife know? Sir, please, can you come, let me know why you don't want your wife to know. Why would your wife don't be gbogbo? Why don't you want her to know about your properties? Why? That's why today so many of you, I want until buying shishelo my dear. Why would your wife not know about your properties? Sis, we have to remember that they are Igbo. Their culture is a bit different from Yoruba. Yeah, it doesn't matter because their culture is different from Yoruba. Okay, does it mean that his wife couldn't have gone with him? There must have been something that happened that the wife stayed behind. Do you get me? Because for them to say, okay, it's not all your wives you can disclose your properties to. Please, Bamidele, why? Why can't you disclose your properties to your wives? That means there is fundamental issue there. If you cannot disclose your properties to your wife, then that means there is something no be more funny. Oh my God, yo kuri, dear. Effect that. I mean, mama, but effect what? Sound effect. So because no, you come just let me know why so many of you are keeping things from your husband and from your wives. Okay, now, Mr. Prince Bamidele, if this man had not disclosed to the family, yes, they don't consider women have any rights in their culture. Oh, Mama Banke, okay, women don't have anything in their culture. Well, God bless him that he was able to. But this Mr. Prince Bamidele is a Yoruba man. Prince Bamidele, why would you not allow your wife to know about your property? You have your kids abroad going back to Nigeria to do what? What about connecting to your grandchildren and things to do as grandparents, as old parents? Let me tell you, ma. Febishola Azan Adejobi, so many of our men, I don't know, maybe it's ego. They don't want to stay here once they know that the children are grown. They want to go back home. They have forgotten that, yeah, they are having grandchildren. Stop scaring men with old age. I will scare you people because by the time you get old, then all this your gara will go down. Go and ask. They said majority of you are in care home without any support now in the US. And it's not only in the US. So many of our men that I know of some men that they have not done well when they were raising the children up. And now I will not suffer. Our men don't think about grandchildren. Forget it. Madam Azan, most of our men, they think about themselves alone. Grandchildren. It's we women now that we are concerned about, I want to see my grandchildren. I want to take care of my... Most of our men do not care. So, is it better for you to open up to your relatives than your wife? I just want to know, Saz. Because you're just becoming so selfish these days. Sorry to say. You're becoming selfish. Ìyàwó ilé yín ò ní properties tẹ́ ní. Àwọn ọmọ yín ò ní more properties tẹ́ ní. All because of this campaign of obìnrin, they said in one of these programs that the woman said she was not going to forgive her husband to come back home, that the man actually built the house and she sent him out. We can't read the comments. Okay, I'm finding it. Let me take that picture out. I'm finding it difficult myself. Okay, I'll just take it out. I think sorry. I'll take it out. Effects. Okay. I think we can read the comments now, can't we? Some of our men. So many of you. Okay, thank you. You know, ojo ale yin ó matter to you too. I'm not saying, I know some women can be terrible. I know some women can be terrible. But please, have good relationship with your children. And what have you done to that woman that has made her that terrible? Let me know. Who believe that become a monster? If you treat a woman like a king, like a queen, she's going to treat you like a king. If you treat a woman like a queen, the woman will treat you like a king. Some of you, because you have the opportunity to have good job and to be out there handsome, like my father, my daddy, because of his, connection in the society, he feels he can take any woman and dump at any time. Thank you so much, Zombies. God bless you, ma. Some of you believe that you can always have these women just like that. There will be a time when you cannot do it again. Some of you maltreat your wives in front of your children, and that memory, that thing sticks into their heads. Because so many of our women, they even stay in abusive relationship for the sake of children. I've said it, stop staying in abusive relationship because of children. Prince Bamidele said, haven't you seen wife buying their husband in the US just because of life insurance? We have seen men buying their wives too because of insurance, sir. Thank you. I love the necklace. Thank you so much, gifters. So it's not only women that are doing that. Men too are buying their wives. Please, my brothers, don't be scared of old age. Why would you be scared of old age? Prepare your old age now. How do you prepare it? Take care of your children. Look after your wife. Respect your wife. Love your wife. We are talking about that Oba of Edeno. Do you think that memory will leave that woman or the children that one day my daddy locks my mommy up because of Sidechick? Some of you, your children will not forgive you because of the way you have treated their mothers. Guys, you need to do better. All these things goes into the children's head. They are there. They have seen how you have maltreated their mother. They have seen how you don't respect her. And when you grow old, you think they will be there for you? Or the woman that has never been used to that love between the two of you when she was younger. Because you were always out with the boys. She had only the children. Lots of happy marriages out there. Definitely. It's not all sad stories, ma. Femishola. So many of you, you don't have relationship with your women at home. You prefer to be out there with Sidechick and boys. And so, a woman that has not been shown love and she has always relied on her children, there is no connection between the two of you while you were younger. So, look after your wife means give her all your money. Never satisfied. No, I'm not saying you should give her all your money. Women are never satisfied. I know. Gbogbo obìnrin a máa ń fẹ́ sí ni. It's natural. But if you do your bit, your children will not forget it. Look at Olu Jacobs. If Olu Jacobs was a bad man, if Olu Jacobs was, because he's an actor. Just like we are saying, Wasiu Ayinde is a popular man, he's a musician, so many things, women will be, fucking around him. So is Olu Jacobs. So is this guy that, Richard Bufedamijo. Is Richard not fine? Is Richard not every woman's dream? Has he not gone back home for a very long time? Oh, call money. Look at Olu Jacobs now. He's old. He's got dementia. Because he has been good to his wife. That is why the wife and the children are standing by him now. Some of you men that you are not looking after your wives now. When you grow older, when you have nowhere to go again, when all your teeth are gone and you have, one issue or the other with your health, women will now leave you at home and say, daddy, shall you want to tell me? You have forgotten that when you are sick, it's the wife that you are back to. Oba Edeno that is beating the wife, that has locked the wife up. If you look after your family, will care for you too, definitely. But if you were never there for them, they will never be there for you when you grow older, sir. Gbàgbé ẹ máa jẹyà lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ yín tẹ́ bá ti tọ́jú ọjọ́ alẹ́ yín. You might be looking at women as obìnrin burú, obìnrin ò burú tó yẹn. I will always remember how you treat me, and you get it back. Some of you, your wife should be sick. I want to be bed by and your wife is dying there, but you're out having fun. So many of you, when the children are sick, they are the only people, the only person they see is their mother. You are not there, not because you have gone to work, but because the ego of I'm a man, I can go out, I must be how I'm taking care of the children with you. The children will not be there for you. Look after your children. Some of you have neglected your immediate family and looking after, extended family. Massive grace. Some of you have left your immediate work, your responsibility to look after extended family. Those ones will not be there for you. And so many of you that you are relying on Sidechick now. Like that's my Kábíyèsí Oba Edeno. Tẹ́bá dàgbà, àwọn ìyàwó ìlú máa wà ńbẹ̀ o. Why you say men should employ a private cook and nurse and carer after 67 years? So you think cook and carers, that's what you rely on? Those ones are not your children. You are relying on carers and cook. Oh, sir, have you ever worked? Excuse me. Have you ever worked in a private? Worked in care home before? Do you see how people are being treated? Sure.